get down on your knees and pay 1,000 buckles are being born every fucking day.
Tonight's show is brought to you by...
Did the 4th of July blow up in your face? That may be actionable. Jimmy James here with James, Jameson, and Johnson telling you to get that Independence Day money, honey. Did your teenager blow his digits off with a bottle rocket? Why not? The average finger is worth $600,000 in court. How else are you going to pay that tuition? Did you get too drunk at the weenie roast and end up trying to grope your neighbor's wife? That's her fault. Who the hell wears a bikini to a barbecue anyway? And did your boss give you the 4th off? That's nice. Why'd he make you work on Juneteenth? That sounds like racial discrimination. One way or another, we're going to take care of your bank account, folks. After all, it's America's birthday. And what could be more American than trying to get rich by filing a frivolous lawsuit? So call 1-800-JUST-JIM today. That's 1-800-JUST-JIM.
It's me, it's Vinny V, baby, coming to you live from the one and only Las Vegas, Nevada, the greatest city in the world. And tonight, I'm at the helm, baby. That's right, I'm gonna give you the greatest podcast in the world. You see, Jay and Anisa, they took the week off for 4th of July, so, you know, good for them. Whatever. I can tell you, though, there's one guy in this world who never takes a day off, a week off. I don't even take a coffee break, baby. That's me, Vinny V, and that's why I'm the king of Las Vegas. All right, so you know I've got some good stories for you this week. I'm going to give you your typical moron stories that I know you people love so much. But before I get to that, I gotta touch on what's going on out there in the world. What's going on here in Las Vegas? You know, they're trying to cancel the fireworks this year. Even in Las Vegas, Nevada. I mean, where would Las Vegas, Nevada be, baby, if we didn't have fireworks? You know, can you believe these assholes think they can turn off the 4th of July? I'm not gonna stand for that. You look, I mean, I don't even know what it's all about. You know, the 4th of July, July 4th, I don't know what was celebrated. I think we're commemorating when we killed off the Indians, or something like that. But I do know one thing, and this is the only thing that matters, and that's the fact that there's nothing more American, and there's certainly nothing more Vegas than pounding a rack of cold beers, going out back and shooting off a couple $1,000 worth of munitions straight into your neighbor's backyard. You know, I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit what he says. I'm gonna be doing that all night, baby, as soon as I get off the air, because nobody does it bigger than Vinny V. You know, so don't even worry about that, Las Vegas. You know, we don't need the mayor, whatever her fucking name is. We don't need her to sanction a fireworks display. You just go down outside my penthouse suite in the casino. I'm gonna be shooting them out the fucking window, baby. You know, I got so much firepower here. You know, they're gonna think Stephen Paddock came back from the dead, baby.
Hey, come on, man. Can't be saying shit like that. It's a little too soon, Vinny. They gonna kick the show off of YouTube again.
Hey, I'm sorry. Hey, look, I almost forgot to introduce him. He's my main man. He's the Baron of the backboard. He ought to be in the goddamn Hall of Fame. He's the original running rebel and the future MVP of the ABBL. That's Rae Rae Robinson.
Hey, I like that.
That's right. Tell him something, Rae Rae. Tell him something.
Hey, you already know what it is. It's Rae Rae Robinson, baby. You know, I'm on the I'm over here.
You're on the ones and twos, baby. Ray Ray's over here. I asked him to help me out with my guest hosting. I don't want to call it an opportunity. Because it's a privilege that I'm offering, giving you a chance to hear my lovely, dulcet tones of my fucking voice here. But Rae Ray's helping me out. He's running the board as he should be, as he used to run the fucking boards at UNLV.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Hey, you don't got to be talking to me, man. You don't want to keep the people waiting. You got to get to the show, Vinny. You got to get to the show.
All right, I'll get to that in a second, Rae Rae. But one thing about radio, you gotta get your plugs in. You gotta let the people out there know, what they need to get off their fat asses and buy. So listen up, everybody, and open your ears. I know you're sitting at home on your asses. I know you're bored. You're probably going broke. On this fucking lockdown round 2. you probably, you might have lost your job. You're seeing your savings dwindle away. I can help you. So before your money runs out, you need to do yourself a favor, and you gotta call me up, baby. You gotta let me show you how to invest your money right. Because we got baseball starting up. It's a 60-game season. It's actually, I think they started the spring training. I guess you could call it summer training. They started it July 1st. We got the NHL playoffs. They're going to start that up in a second here. We got the Premier League, for everybody over there across the pond, over there in England. And hell, if you're into that kind of thing, we even got the NBA playoffs.
Racist ass NBA. I hate those motherfuckers, Vin. I hate those motherfuckers.
Hey, the Mickey Mouse NBA. we're gonna put them out of business. Once we get the ABBL up and running. But in the meantime, the NBA, they're playing over at Disney World. Like a bunch of chumps. But anyway, we've got all the action at 1-900-V4 Vegas. It hasn't gone anywhere. I got my ventures. I got my basketball league with my man Rae Rae over there in the booth. I'm starting to try out this, this radio show thing. But the bread and butter of Vinny V Enterprises is 1-900-V4 Vegas. It's just $5.99 a minute. It's fucking chump change, and you get the best gambling advice. I'll give you the overs. I'll give you the unders. I'll give you the covers. I'll give you the money line and the waste of time, baby.
Yeah, you got to tell them to like and subscribe, too. They said on the notes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, Jay and Anisa, they wanted me to tell you some other shit. It's not too important. I guess, Rae Rae, do you have the notes? I don't even know where I fucking put them.
No, I'll do it. All right, so everybody, make sure you go to facebook.com/waronmorons. Make sure you go to waronmorons.podbean.com and all that other bullshit too. Like and subscribe, give them a good rating. They like that shit. Fuck them. I don't.
Yeah, all right, okay. Let's get to some stories, and then I'll play you people some clips. The best of the first part of 2020. All right, so let's see. Our first story of the evening here. I don't do any show prep. They sent me all these stories. I'm just, I'm not peeling back the curtain for you. So Jay and Anisa, they sent me a stack of these stories to my email. This is the first time I've even read the fucking headlines. It looks like they're trying to give me some sports content. So the first story is that a man in Milwaukee, he caused $40,000 worth of damage at Miller Park. So, where the Brewers play baseball, he caused $40,000 worth of damage by trying to write his name in the field with a fucking tractor. And I don't know. I don't know. Let me read this. So he's 40 years old. His name's Keon Lambert. So he broke into the stadium when they were doing those riots. A few weeks ago. Rae Rae knows what I'm talking about. They killed the black guy.
Yeah, man, the riots, George Floyd.
Yeah. So they're out there, they're rioting, and this guy says, I'm gonna storm into Miller Park. I'm gonna steal a tractor, and then I'm gonna dig up the turf. I'm gonna fucking dig holes all over the field, and I'm gonna write my name. I'm gonna write Keon Lambert on the field with my tractor tires. Honestly, I think it's funny. So then a security guard, they find this guy. He's yelling in the stadium. He's running around the fucking stadium. He's pounding his chest like King Kong. He's saying he's got a gun. But he did all this for the Black Lives Matter. I don't really get it. I don't I don't really understand what Christian Yelich, Ryan Braun do something to something racist. Sounds like he just had a few too many Millers himself. But either way, I like it. I think they should let stuff like this happen more often during the games because, baseball's kind of a boring sport. This would make it a little bit more interesting. You got hooligans running around the field, fucking shooting at people, trying to run them down with tractors, Zambonis, whatever. I'd buy a ticket for that. Anyway, next story. All right, so this one's also about baseball here. It's actually out of Texas. Well, it's not out of Texas. It's about the Texas Rangers. The baseball team, they play down there in Arlington, Texas. So some stupid columnist at the Chicago Tribune, he wasted a bunch of paper and he wasted a bunch of ink writing a column that says that the Texas Rangers need to change their name because it represents a racist past. This is ridiculous. So he thinks that the Texas Rangers, I guess because they're law enforcement, that they're a bunch of racists. They're going around trying to shoot the blacks. You can't have them, emblazoned on the front of a baseball shirt. Rae Rae, you're a black guy. Maybe you can speak to this. Do you think the Texas Rangers are racist?
No, come on, Vinny. It's just a Texas Ranger, like what's his name? Chuck Norris.
Yeah, like Walker, Texas Ranger. He's not a racist. He kicks everybody's ass indiscriminately. I don't think Walker, Texas Ranger's in the Ku Klux Klan. That's what I'm talking about, man. Motherfucking Chuck Norris. Yeah. But while they're on the subject, though, there's a couple team names out there. People would say is a little bit more racist than a Ranger. You got let's see, the Redskins. The Washington Redskins. I like it. Woo! I'm an Indian. I'm a scalp. I think it's funny. But I guess you can't. You're not supposed to call an Indian a Redskin.
No, man, you can't call an Indian a Redskin. It'll whoop your ass, man. Come on now.
And the Cleveland Indians, they got the Chief Wahoo, looking like a drunken Indian. What's the other one?
Notre Dame.
Notre Dame.
Yeah, man, the fighting Irish. Say the Irish always get drunk fighting all the time. They leprechauns and shit.
I never heard of the Notre Dame being an issue, but I think that speaking of Chicago, I think the hockey team, it's disgusting. They call them the Chicago Blackhawks. That's fucking gross.
Man, come on, what the fuck you talking about? A Blackhawk? No, man, it's called the Chicago Blackhawks. Like a bird. You dumb motherfucker.
Oh, yeah. I guess that makes more sense. I was wondering how they got away with calling a team, about a cock. But you're saying it's not the Chicago Black.
Come on, man, shut the fuck up, man.
Anyway, speaking of the blacks, we'll just move on to the next story here. We've actually got one here about get this, Rae Rae. You're gonna love this. There's a black guy, and he's a race car driver in NASCAR. That's kind of suspect. That's kind of suspicious. I never heard of a black guy racing in NASCAR. And his name's Bubba. Have you ever met a black guy named Bubba?
Yeah, man. Come on, a black guy. You ever seen Forrest Gump? Bubba from Forrest Gump. He's a black guy with the shrimp.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, I guess maybe I don't want to sound racist there. I'm sorry if I sounded a little bit racist. Anyway, so this black guy, he's a NASCAR driver. His name's Bubba Wallace. he caused a whole FBI investigation. He said that, so the racists, they came to his garage where he was, storing his car, and they put a noose in his garage, like saying they're going to lynch him. It's a big story. Everybody's freaking out. And then the FBI comes and they investigate it. They sent like 20 field agents, and they find out there's not a noose in his garage. It's just a piece of rope that you use to open up the garage. It's been there since 2019, and they got one in every garage. I mean, can you believe that?
Man, you can't be making fun of the man. I mean, you could have been scared.
That'd be like if I don't look at your shoelaces and say you're gonna fucking hang me. I don't know, man. I think it's silly.
Oh man, you gotta be careful. Can't be talking about the black man. We're trying to start an all-black basketball league. People already saying you sound kind of racist, Vinny.
Hey, what am I supposed to do? I'm just reading the stories. They sent me the stories. I'm gonna read them. Look, I think it's a good time right now to play a clip. So we're gonna play a few clips throughout the show. It's I guess this is what they consider to be the best of the War on Morons show from the first half of 2020. So this first show, it's from April. Some real psycho lunatic. It's right when they first started telling everybody you got to be locked up in your house because the coronavirus is out there. This guy calls in from Pittsburgh saying he's a real life superhero and he's going to keep everybody locked up.
So my super suit, I got most of it, to be honest. I got most of it at the Army Navy store. But I've got a bulletproof vest. I've got a lot of Kevlar. I've got a helmet. I've got a bitchin' visor, and it's like mirrored. You can't see my eyes. And everything, from my cape to my armor to my helmet, everything is black and gold. Black and gold. I represent, because I'm the Steel City Enforcer.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, tell me. I mean, what's the craziest thing you've run into while patrolling the street?
Well, so far I haven't seen anything too wild, but I expect it's coming. With everything that's going on right now and the stay-in-place order in effect for the whole state. I mean, I heard what was happening over on the other side in Philadelphia, and I knew that somebody had to step in because the police aren't enough. Over in Philly, they got. They're releasing criminals early. They got people looting. They got people burglarizing houses. They got people being assaulted, and the police aren't doing anything. So that's not going to happen in Pittsburgh. If anybody tries it when I'm on patrol, they're going to get a surprise. They're going to get. I don't carry a gun. I don't carry a gun, but I've got a baton, heavy baton. I've got several cans of pepper spray on me, and of course, a Pride and Joy. It's a police-grade taser. I'm not talking about one of those little stun guns either. This thing actually fires a bolt into you, and it puts so much electricity through you, you shit your pants.
Wow, okay, well, I guess if you do run into any criminals on the streets, you'll be...
Actually, hold on 1 second. Hold on, I actually see something going on right now. Hey, you! You 6 feet, motherfucker! 6 feet! That's right. Step inside. Okay. Get inside the domicile.
Yeah, go inside.
The city thanks you. The Steel City Enforcer. God damn it, I forgot to do my voice on him. Steel City Enforcer. Steel City. Anyway, he got inside, so...
Oh my God. So it sounds like you're just kind of enforcing the quarantine. Am I getting that?
No, the quarantine. Yeah, I mean, it's not a quarantine so much as it's a stay-in-place order came straight from the governor, and for good reason. I mean, this COVID-19, or whatever the fuck it's called, it's a really serious illness. I guess it infects a lot of people. A lot of people are gonna die. So I'm just making sure I save lives. And keep people off. Hey, what are you doing?
Hey, I'm just trying to walk my
Get in the
dog.
house. You in the creature.
What about, like, if people need to leave their house for necessary reasons?
That guy was
like,
out there walking a fucking dog. Can you believe that?
I'm pretty sure that's allowed. Like, that's...
No.
The
You
dog...
gotta stay in place. That dog could have the corona, it could have the virus.
That's ridiculous. What if people need to go out for medicine or a doctor's appointment?
and I don't know if there's any better way I can say this other than do not go outside. If you go outside, I'm going to put you right back inside. Because we got two choices in Pittsburgh. That's either you maintain 6 feet away from everybody, or I put you 6 feet underground, and I'm going to make that decision for you.
Oh my God, what? That's horrible.
I mean, if you need medicine, if you need food, if you need supplies of any kind, there's apps for that. So you can use Shipt. You can use DoorDash.
Stop it, that's ridiculous. There's no app for a pregnant woman who needs to see her doctor or an
I don't know
elderly
if you're
person.
familiar, but there's an app called Uber Eats.
Stop it.
She should consult Uber Eats.
That's ridiculous. You're creating a police state-like environment. This is outrageous. You should be taken off the street.
Look, I am the street. Hold on a second. Get it straight. Get straight, motherfucker. Get straight. Hey. Hold on a second. I hear this. Who the hell do you think you are? You're a stupid disorder. Oh, no. Don't you run away from me. Just your should have stayed inside. You should have stayed inside. Good. I'm actually going to have to call the big boys here and get this guy off the street because he could be carrying the virus. I saw him cough. Anyway, see you inside, folks.
All right, well, that was certainly an interesting clip. Somehow that guy didn't get arrested or anything, and he continued to do this over the next few months. Last we heard of him, he's trying to run for, I don't know, he's trying to take over the Minneapolis Police Department or something. I don't know. But let's get back to the light stuff. I've got some more stories here. I think these are supposed to continue on from the last one because it was about that guy with the noose and the lynching. So let's just get into it.
Man, you better be careful this time. Be careful this time, Vinny.
Yeah, Rae Rae, I got this. So this is out of Oakland, California. Very nice town. Lock your doors, roll up your windows when you drive through. But anyway, the mayor of Oakland freaked out because she thought that people were putting nooses in the public parks. So yeah, apparently she thought the KKK was running wild in Oakland, putting nooses up everywhere they could, all over the city in public parks. Everybody was losing their minds. It turned out that these were exercise ropes. So people using them to do like I don't know, to do some lift ups or whatever in the park. That's good. Physical fitness. It's very important. But anyway, when it became clear that there wasn't some kind of white supremacy conspiracy, this mayor didn't go out and apologize and tell everybody, hey, it's safe, don't worry about it. What she did is she doubled down. Just like the race car guy. She said, hey, you know what? It turns out these weren't actually nuisance. They weren't actually, psychotic racist putting them in the park trying to scare everybody. It's just, we misconstrued it a little bit. But, with that said, it's still going to be investigated as a hate crime because it's still scaring people. Like, what? I don't know. No wonder we stole their football team. Las Vegas Raiders, baby. Starting this year. Anyway, speaking of idiots that somehow got elected mayor to major cities, I got a story here from Minneapolis. The mayor there's some guy named Jacob Frey. I don't know if you see this guy. He looks like he ought to be transitioning into a woman. Real limp-wristed pussy, I guess you could call him. Anyway, he's asking for federal assistance to rebuild the city of Minneapolis because it's gotten destroyed. Everybody ran roughshod over to the city. That's where this rioting and everything started. They burned the city to the fucking ground. It's like a war zone over there. But the thing is, apparently, according to this article, this mayor, he ordered the police to abandon the city. He allowed everybody to riot and to loot and to run roughshod over everything. And he refused to call in the National Guard to stop any of this. He just said, hey, you know what? You know, my police department, you know, they're bad. They killed this guy, and you know, that's a terrible thing. You know, this George Floyd, he was a big guy. He could have played in the ABBL, so I especially think it's bad what they did. But this fucking idiot, he said, hey, you know what? My police killed somebody, so it's okay, everybody. You can burn the city to the fucking ground. I'll let you get all your rage out. And then when everything's all said and done, he said, hey, I want the government to give me money to rebuild everything. I want Vinny V and I want Rae Rae Robinson in Las Vegas, Nevada. They don't got anything to do with this bullshit. I want them to have to pay tax money to fix it. So, you know, fuck this guy. What do you think of that, Rae Rae?
Well, I don't know, man. I mean, you know, people mad. You know, they got big mad for a reason when they killed that man. So, I mean, I get it. But, I mean, that mayor, he's straight up pussy. You know, you're right when you call him. You know, if I met that motherfucker, look, I ain't gonna say anything violent. I mean, I just think he's a stupid man.
And Rae Rae can say all that because Rae Rae is a black man, so he's allowed to say what he wants. Anyway, Rae Rae, let me ask you, since we're talking, you know, did you get anything good in the looting last month?
Man, what you talking?
Yeah, I mean, come on, I know you were out there.
I wasn't in no riot. I wasn't no.
Come on, Rae Rae. You can admit it on this show. Nobody listens to this show anyway. It's not like 1-900-V for Vegas. Everybody's listening to me, baby. Come on, Rae Rae, where are you going? He's mad. Here, I got to deal with this. I'm just gonna play another clip here. This one's from May. I want to say it's when they brought on this talk radio psychologist to help people get over their fear or something like that. This guy's a real fruitcake. You got to hear this.
Speaking of dealing with irrational fears, it's time to bring on our special guest, Dr. Larry.
Is he calling us or are we calling him? How are we going to do
I think we actually have him on the other line. We can patch him in.
Okay, I'm going to run over there and patch him on. Hold on. I'm going to bring him on.
Hey, Dr. Larry, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me loud and clear?
I can. Welcome to the War on Morons, Dr. Larry. We are so glad you reached out to us to be a part of the show.
I am so glad that you allowed me to be part of your show today. Let me just say, I know we spoke, off air earlier, but just, for the benefit of everybody listening at home, nice to meet you.
Yeah, it's great. I think everybody could use a little bit of your help, Dr. Larry. Why don't you tell us a little bit more about yourself and what you do?
Oh, gladly. So I'm actually talking to you from Oklahoma City. That's my, I guess you could say, my base of operation. I've been doing this now it's actually 20 years. Can you believe it? It's 20 years since I first been on the air. I do a talk radio show out of Oklahoma. It's called It's Okay with Dr. Larry. And I'm a psychologist, and I love helping people that are going through fear, that are going through anxiety, that are having panic, and having depression. And I help them put their lives back together and understand that at the end of the day, I don't care what going through. It's always gonna be okay. And when I heard about the War on Morons, I heard that you had this program and you got people that you talk to all over, not just America, but all over the world. I had to reach out to see if I could get on your platform because I want to help everybody that's listening at home today.
Awesome. Well, I think unfortunately, there's a lot of panic and anxiety going around right now. I think this is, great time for us to have you be a part of the show and help our listeners out.
Oh, yeah, you're not lying. You're not lying because everybody's so worried about the COVID-19 coronavirus. It's a pandemic. That's what they're saying. They're saying it's a pandemic. We're saying it's going to kill tens of thousands, maybe even millions of people. They're saying everybody's going to catch it. You probably have it now. And let me ask you, are you worried? Are you concerned?
It's hard to say. Sometimes I am and sometimes I'm not.
Well, you don't need to be. And that's what, I know it sounds crazy, but I like to say I'm preaching my gospel. And the bottom line of my gospel is that you say no to fear. I don't care if that fear is called coronavirus. I don't care if that fear is called, martial law. I don't care if that fear is called, somebody raiding your house and killing you so they can steal your food or what have you. It's just, you don't have to let it happen, and you do not have to let it affect your life. And that's what I've been teaching people for 20 years.
Awesome. Well, let's open up the phone lines and see if we can get some.
Yes, let's do that. That's actually, I'm so excited to do this because normally, I talk to people on my own radio program back in Oklahoma, and I also I'm really excited about this. We recently debuted it's a 1-900 number, and you can actually speak to me, Dr. Larry, directly. And I don't care if you're in Salt Lake City or if you're in Timbuktu, I want to help you. And so if you call 1-900, it's okay. That's 1-900-ITS-OKAY. You can reach me and I can help you. I can help you say no to fear. But just for tonight, for you and all your listeners, I'm actually doing that complimentary. So you don't have to pay anything. There's no charge per minute or anything like that. You just call that Moron number. And would you mind? I don't have it written down. What's your number?
Yeah, absolutely. If anybody wants to talk to Dr. Larry, give us a call. Compliments of the War on Morons tonight. It's 813-906-9099. Looks like
just when you call in, just tell me your name and tell me what your sphere is, and then I'm gonna make it all better. All right.
Awesome. Looks like we're actually getting our first call of the night, Dr. Larry. Hello, caller. Why don't you tell us your name and what's got you feeling fearful today?
Yes, hi, Dr. Larry. My name is Sarah, and I'm very worried. I'm a stewardess. My hours have been cut. I'm afraid I'm going to lose my job completely, and I'm very nervous.
Well, first of all, Sarah, before we get to your problem, I just want to say from the very bottom of my heart, it is nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Now, sweetheart, I understand. I hear the fear in your voice because you're a stewardess and you're worried that you're going to lose your job because people aren't flying as much with this coronavirus. Is that right?
Exactly. That's right.
All right, well, I'm going to be straight with you. You are going to lose your job. You are almost certainly going to get laid off, and probably as soon as next week. You're gonna get fired. But there's plenty of jobs out there. I just see a TV commercial. Domino's Pizzas, they're hiring.
Oh my God!
What?
Next caller.
Okay, well, we do have another caller coming in. Caller, welcome to the War on Morons. Tell us your name and what's got you concerned today.
Yeah, my name is Andy. I'm in St. Louis. I'm really having. My 401k has taken a dump, and I'm trying to retire next year, and I don't think that's going to happen now. And I don't know if I can keep going. I just don't know if I can keep going. Well, first of all, Andy, I just want to say it is nice to meet you. And second of all, don't be calling Dr. Larry and saying you don't think you can keep going just because you made a stupid mistake. You should have known better than to, put your future and your money in something stupid like the stock market, Andy. What were you thinking? What was I thinking? Well, it doesn't matter. I've got a solution. You want to retire when? Next year? I mean, I'd like to. But okay, here's what we're going to do. Take out all the money that you have in there, and how much do you have left? I really don't feel comfortable. How much do you have left? I need to know. $200,000. All right, that's plenty of money, Andy. That's plenty. You are spoiled. Look, take your money, and what you got to do is you got to go to the track, and you got to bet on the ponies. The ponies, it's so much more secure than the stock market. Anyway, next caller. That issue has been
before we get to the next caller, I mean, I don't know that you should be advising people to bet their retirement on the ponies. I mean, that seems kind of
I went
irresponsible.
to Santa Anita one time, and I made $5,000 2 minutes.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean it's a sound retirement
You
strategy.
just bet on the horse with the strongest legs and the strongest heart. You got anybody else on there who's online too? You do that here? You got a board?
Yeah, we do have another caller, actually.
Bring him on.
All right.
Hey, this is easy for me.
All right, caller. Why don't you tell us your name and what your concern is?
Hi, Dr. Larry. This is Angela. I'm calling because I'm so worried. I've been locked up in my house on quarantine, and I've been trying to lose weight for health reasons, and I just can't stop eating all my snacks. I'm afraid I'm going to gain weight, and my doctor would be awfully sore with me if that happens.
Well, Angela, first and foremost, I just want to say it is nice to meet you. Secondly, when it comes to your problem, well, that one is so easy. I need you to do this. You need to get yourself a webcam. You get a webcam, you get on the internet. There's creepy men out there. They pay a lot of money to see a fat woman naked. It's called big, beautiful women. And it's not like you're well on your way. So keep eating up, Angie. Next caller.
Well, it looks like we lost Angela. That was some very unconventional advice, Dr. Larry. But looks like we've only got time for one more caller, and there's another one coming in. So, hello, caller. Why don't you tell us your name and what you're worried about today?
Are you there? Yes, I am. Oh, okay, great. Dr. Larry, this is Ron. I've been listening to you for years, but this is the first time I ever called. And listen, I'm worried. I'm worried sick, actually. It's kind of personal, but I've been sober for about 20 years, and now with this coronavirus, I'm stuck in my house. I can't go out. I got nothing to do, and I'm so afraid that I'm going to relapse. There's these bottles of wine over in my pantry, and I just feel like I want to drink them. Well, first of all, before I get to your problem, I just want to say, because it sounds like you're a loyal listener. It sounds like you're a loyal member of the No Worry Army. You're probably back in Oklahoma, am I right? Yeah. Well, nice to meet you again. Now, when it comes to this drinking and this wine and this, really, it comes down to fear. And I've got the solution for you, as I have before, I'm sure. You just got to, and this might sound like unconventional advice, you need to go to that pantry. You need to pop open one of them bottles of wine, and you need to have yourself a sip.
Dr. Larry!
Are you sure, Dr. Larry? Are you sure? Absolutely. Because you only live once.
No.
And this coronavirus, it's killing people left and right. For all you know, you're going to be the next one to go. You're going to die tomorrow.
Hold up, Ron.
You don't want to die with regret on your lips.
Ron, this is terrible advice. I don't think you should listen to Dr. Larry at all on this. Don't drink that wine.
I think that's exactly what I should do.
No, I definitely...
Wait for me, Larry. God bless you. And God bless you.
Now, Dr. Larry, this is out of line. You're not helping. You're not helping people. You just put that man off the wagon.
I helped that. I saved that man from ending his life with guilt and misery. I helped that man say no to fear.
That's ridiculous. I've had enough.
He was afraid to drink the wine. How can you be afraid to drink wine?
You know what?
He's an alcoholic. He's supposed to love it.
You know what, Dr. Larry? That's more than enough. Goodbye.
All right, I got to tell you, that was a fucking funny clip. You know, I love that one. I mean, that Dr. Larry, he's got the answers. You know, Vinny V, you know, that's me. You know, that's me. I've got a very sound mind. I'm a fucking genius. There's nothing wrong with my mind, so I don't go to these psychologists or psychiatrists or whatever they're called. I don't go to fucking therapy. You know, but I don't need therapy. You know, if I need to feel good, I just grab one of my Vinny Vegas voluptuous vixens and I go to town there. But if I was soft in the head, like some of you people out there, I'd go to Dr. Larry. You know, he'd get to the root of anything. Anyway, Rae Rae, you know, me and Rae Rae, we hugged it out. He's back and board. He just says I gotta be careful with some of the stuff I'm saying. You know, if anybody out there thinks anything I said sounded a little racist or insensitive or whatever, just know I didn't. You know, I'm just reading the articles. I didn't come up with these fucking articles. I don't do a radio show. You know, I know sports, I know gambling, I know women, and you know, I don't know about all this bullshit. So if you got any issue with any of these articles, you can blame the people in them. So now speaking of, I got a couple more articles for you. This next one, you know, I know, Rae Rae, I know we said we weren't going to talk about any more of this. You know, this racism stuff, but I mean, this is crazy. So this is out of Lincoln County, Oregon. I don't know. I think it's on the coast somewhere up there. But the health official up there made an announcement that all residents of Lincoln County have to wear one of these masks. You know, these face masks to help keep you from getting sick from the coronavirus. So it's kind of like I don't know. It's a rule. It's a rule over there. They're doing it all over the country. You know, nobody's going to try to make Vinny wear a fucking mask, but that's besides the point. Lincoln County, they're making everybody wear a mask, except there's one notable exception. The health official has said that people of color do not have to follow this rule. So if you're a black guy, or I don't know, a Mexican or whatever, you don't have to wear a mask. So everybody, you know, said I was crazy. You know, a few weeks ago, I came on this program and I told everybody that the black people cannot get coronavirus. You know, because they got a different kind of physicality. They got different kind of genes. They got better musculature. I don't fucking know. I'm not a scientist, but I saw all the black people out there rioting and the protests and everything, and nobody was getting sick. And people wrote in. They said there's something wrong with me. They said I'm dangerous and I'm crazy. Well, I feel vindicated because the health official in Lincoln County agrees with me. So Rae Rae, I was correct. Tell the people I'm not a racist.
Vinny, I mean, I don't think you're a racist. Sometimes I wonder what's in your head, though, man. I'm just being honest, though.
Yeah, whatever, Rae Rae. Anyway, the one thing about this story, though, that I found particularly interesting, well, there's two things, really. So, Lincoln County, Oregon, I looked it up. Only 0.3% of the population is black people. There's not any blacks in the. I mean, what is it? Like one guy?
Wait, 0.3%?
That's 0.3%.
One brother in the whole town. Why not just say, you know, hey Jamal, you don't gotta wear a mask. You know, you good. You good. We seen you. You don't gotta.
Am I right? And the best part, though, this health commissioner that came up with this rule, he's one of these transvestites. I mean, he's some guy. I guess his name was Bill, and then all of a sudden he told everybody his name's Claire, and he's wearing pearl necklaces and dresses and everything, and he's telling everybody, you know, what's best for their health. I mean, pull it up, Rae Rae, pull it up.
What's his name?
Just pull up the health official in Lincoln County, Oregon.
Motherfucker.
I mean, can you believe that? I mean, he doesn't even make a good-looking woman. I mean, I'll tell you that.
Hold on, what you mean a good-looking woman? You into that shit, Vinny?
Hey, it's Vegas, baby.
Hey, come on, man. Talking trannies and shit. Man, that's sick, man. Get to the next story.
All right. Moving on. The next story, this I thought was a very interesting story. So, The Simpsons, you know, the long-running cartoon show on Fox Network, The Simpsons will no longer allow white actors to voice non-white roles. So this has just been announced. So I guess if the character on the show, so like that guy Carl, the black guy Carl, or the Mexican guy, the Bumblebee Man, or the the Indian guy that's got the 7-Eleven, whatever his name is. So they have to be played by I guess a black guy or whatever. So I mean, I guess that's good for you, Rae Rae. I mean, maybe you go down out to L.A. You could get some work doing voices for the cartoons. What do you think? Man, come on, man. I play basketball, man. I'll do no voice. Come on, do like an Indian voice. Say something that they'd say in a 7-Eleven. You want me to do a voice like an Indian? Yeah, like not like the woo 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 woo, but like the one the Indians with the dot on the head, like the tech support kind. Hold on. Why are you in my store? Why you drinking out the slurping machine with your mouth? I will shoot you. I have a gun under the counter. There you go. Rae Rae Robinson. Hey, you can get to Rae Rae. Just call me 1-900-V4-VEGAS. I'll put you on the phone with Rae Rae Robinson. He does voices. He's a great guy. I think Fox. You're producing the next series of The Simpsons. You got to give my man Rae Rae a call. That's right. All right. Anyway. We got another clip for you. Speaking of TV, I don't even know what to say about this one. I'm just gonna say this is the most deranged son of a bitch I've ever heard on this show, and that's saying a lot because these people are lunatics. But this guy, he thinks he's some kind of TV star or something. This one's from way back in February. And it's before the coronavirus stuff really got going, but they tried to do a little bit on it anyway. Anyway, I'm just going to play the clip. Here we go. This is Dr. Ding Dong.
State your name and where you're calling from.
Hi, my name is Very Helpful, and I'm calling from Ding Dong Land.
Very Helpful? What? Ding Dong Land? How old are you?
Yeah. I'm not. What do you mean?
Well, only adults are supposed to call this call-in line.
Oh, no, it's okay. I'm a teddy bear. Anyway, this is brought to you. This is a presentation of Washington Public Access Broadcasting and viewers like you.
What?
Ooh, the doorbell! You know what that means, kids? It's time for the Dr. Ding Dong Show! But first, do the countdown! 9.
What the hell is
7,
going on?
6, 5. Ooh, it's almost time! 2, 1. Oh, I'm back! It's me, Dr. Ding Dong! I'm so happy to be here in Ding Dong Land with all the kiddos! How is everybody doing today? Are you excited for another time with Dr. Ding Dong Show? Me too! Achoo! Oh no! It looks like I've got a little bit of a cold! Even Dr. Ding Dong...
What the hell is this?
Oh, it's the Dr. Ding Dong Show. Usually you can only hear it in Seattle, but this is so important. We want to call your show so all your children all over America can learn, okay?
Well, it's pretty freaking weird, but I mean, fine, I guess, if you say it's important.
Okay. I'm gonna play it. Okay, I'm gonna play it again, okay?
Even Dr. Ding Dong can catch a cold sometimes. Have any of you ever gotten sick with a cold? Yeah, it's no fun. You gotta stay home from school and eat chicken soup. And you gotta sneeze and cough until you feel all better, right? Well, today, we gotta talk about a brand new kind of cold, all the way from China. You wanna know what it's called? It's the coronavirus disease. Does anybody here have the coronavirus? Yeah. Good. good, because if you did, you'd have to get out of Ding Dong Land. The coronavirus is terrible. It's worse than a cold, because with the cold, you gotta cough, and you gotta sneeze, and you can't go to school. But with the coronavirus disease, you gotta throw up, and you gotta have diarrhea, and you gotta poo in your pants, and then you gotta die!
Whoa! What the hell kind of children's show is this?
Hey, why do you keep making me stop the message? The kids aren't gonna understand.
This is not appropriate messaging for children. You can't...
Do you want the kids to die from the corona?
Of course I don't want children to die from coronavirus.
Shut the fuck up.
Oh my God, what?
Shut up. I'm gonna play the tape now.
Does anybody here ever died before? I don't think so, because once you die, you never get to come back to Ding Dong Land. So that's why Dr. Ding Dong says we gotta stop all of the Chinese from coming here and giving us the coronavirus disease. Does anybody here know what a Chinese is? Oh, you might have some in your school. They got squinty eyes. It looks like their mommy and daddy cut their hair with a soup bowl.
Whoa, okay, what the hell? That is so racist. Barry, you have...
No, it's not. There's children's lives are at stake. And Dr. Ding Dong really cares about the children. So you're going to make them real angry if you keep making me hit the pause button. So I really think that you should shut up and shut your mouth, okay? Okay?
Barry, it's my show, and this is horribly racist.
I'm going to hit play now.
Whoa! Wait a minute! Bobby just coughed! We don't like that in Ding Dong Land, because that means he might be infected! Bobby, do you have the coronavirus? I'm gonna have to check your see and find out! Everybody, Teddy, kiddos, grab Bobby and bring him to me! Bring him to Dr. Ding Dong! We're gonna take the coronavirus out of him! You're never gonna see him around Ding Dong Land again! We're not gonna get sick because of Bobby and the Chinese!
Barry, what's happening?
Oh, it's actually an ongoing situation, and I'm needed to help. So thank you. Bye.
What? Vinny, what the fuck was that?
Look, I mean, I didn't pick the clips. I don't know what the hell. Apparently there's a crazy man up in Seattle. He thinks he's a talking teddy bear. He thinks he's a kid show host. He's out there doing God knows what to the children. Anybody out there that's got a problem with anything that Vinny V's doing, you got to start there. You know, you got to start with this Dr. Ding Dong character. All I know is people up there in Seattle, they're fucked in the head. So, look, we only got a couple more stories left in this stack here, and we got one more very special best of clip. A personal favorite of mine, so let's just get through it. So, let's see, we were talking about, I think we were talking about perverts earlier, talking about that guy from Oregon, so this fits. This is a police report out of Pennsylvania. Look, Rae Rae, I don't even know what to say about this. I was going to read the headline. So, a Pennsylvania man was busted with empty Busch beer cans, drugs, porno DVDs, and a dildo. Man, that sounds like some kind of party, man. Some crazy party. Yeah, I mean, this was at 6 in the morning, the crack at dawn on a Wednesday. The police found this guy. He had a bunch of empty beer cans. He had multiple pornographic DVDs, and the best part, the reason I think this is a funny story is they had to describe this dildo in the police report.
How you gonna describe a dildo? What's it gonna say? What it gonna say? A plastic butt stick?
Hold on, why would they say something like that? They had to make it sound nice. So they said it's a male genitalia shaped sexual aid device. I mean, that's a mouthful.
I hope not.
Anyway, this guy should have just stayed home.
That's right. Stay home, stay safe. That's what they say.
That's right. Just like the freaks, if I can call them freaks, in our last story of the night. So there's this video game called Animal Crossing. I don't know exactly what it is. It's some kind of for the Nintendo. Like it's for little kids. You get to pretend that you got an animal and you're crossing the animal with something. I don't know. I don't play fucking video games. I live a real life, baby. But anyway, this article from Vice, of course it's from Vice. So apparently, this video game, Animal Crossing, you can get on the internet all over the world. You can talk to other people and communicate with them all. That all have this video game. Well, this says that sex workers, prostitutes essentially, they're using this Animal Crossing game to turn tricks on a Nintendo.
How you gonna turn a trick on a Nintendo?
I don't know. I didn't read the article. I just read the headline.
Man, what is it, some pedophile shit?
Probably. I mean, who do you know that's playing a Nintendo? It's going to be a little kid. Apparently, these sex workers they're slinging it. They're slinging it to little kids on a Nintendo video game. And people say that Vegas, I tell you, in Vegas, we don't do our prostitution in a Nintendo. We do it at the top floor of the Sands. We do it in a penthouse suite. We do it in a Motel 6. Baby, we do it everywhere. But we do it with adults. So, all you perverts out there, you need to get on a plane. It's safe. Fly out to Las Vegas, and we'll show you a good time. Rae Rae will hook you up with some ladies. Isn't that right, Rae Rae?
What you trying to say? You trying to call me a pimp?
I mean, I was just figuring. I mean, come on. I mean, look at you. Anyway, don't get mad. We just got one more clip to play, and this is actually the final best of clip of the show. It's from January. Frankly, it's from the first episode of the year, and it stars yours truly, Vinny V, baby. It's my favorite moment of all moments in 2020 so far, because that's when I made my debut on the War on Morons radio program by ripping the normal hosts of this show off for like $500. I mean, it's chump change to me, but it probably ruined his fucking life. Anyway, here we go. Play the clip.
You can't say something like that and not back it up. I mean, what do I have to lose?
I really don't think it's a good idea.
I don't think his picks are that bad. I mean, I agree with him. Alabama, Auburn, and Wisconsin. I think he's right. I mean, here, let me see the phone. I'm going to call. What is it? 1-900 V4 Vegas. And then, I mean, look, it's $25. What's the worst that can happen? I get a refund.
Welcome to Vinny V's Vegas Victories at 1-900-V4 Vegas. Look, my friend, you've made a wonderful decision today to become much, much richer by calling up a wise investor like myself. Look, there's all kinds of wonderful sports on the airwaves. We got the college football. We got the pro football. We got the European football. We got the Australian football. We got...
All right, it's just playing some recording. I'll patch you into it when he gets to the bits.
Anyways, any word on those Vegas picks yet?
Let's just patch in. I think he's still doing a little talking here. Let's hear it.
Hey, there's a different one of my beautiful Vinny Vegas Vixens in that bed anytime I want. I'm drinking top shelf liquor. I'm drinking it right now, baby. You know why? Because I got all the picks. I always get them right. I haven't been wrong about a game since the goddamn 90s. and you can take that one to the bank for all I care. Look, if this is your first time calling 1-900-V for Vegas, you are in for a treat because I'm going to make you rich. I'm going to change your tax bracket, baby. 2020, you're going to have perfect vision. And you're going to say, you're going to call me up. You're going to call 1-900-V for Vegas. You're going to press a bunch of buttons until the waiter at the top floor of the Sands, he tracks me down. You're going to put me on the phone and you're going to say, Vinny V, you saved my fucking life.
Look, it's only $5.99 a minute. It's going to be worth it.
Only $5.99 a minute.
Well, I mean, we've committed to it this much. Like, we've got to hear what the pick is. It's a guaranteed pick.
Any word on those picks yet at $5.99 a minute?
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Here, let me patch it back on. Let's see where we're at.
With all your wonderful picks, I mean, I was on the verge of jumping off of the roof. I was on the roof. I was on the verge of shooting up a country music concert.
What the hell is
it's
this
okay. I can say
talking
these things because I'm the king of Vegas, baby. Everybody knows. They say, hey, Vinny, what's the V stand for? Does it stand for Vegas or does it stand for victory? I say, baby, it stands for whatever you want because I've got the most vitality. I got the most virility. I pick.
Oh, yeah. Really getting your money's worth there, huh?
Look, I know it doesn't seem like a great investment so far, but he's promised a stone cold, guaranteed, like, we're like 10 minutes into it at this point. I have to hear the pick at this point. Oh, we're finally getting the pick of the lock of the week.
Oh, boy.
Oh, my God. This is, I don't know how many minutes I've been on this line.
I can't imagine how much you've spent. Let's hear it.
It's all going to be worth it because it's a guaranteed pick. Here, I'm just going to put it on the speaker. Everybody, you can thank us. You know, we don't have a Patreon yet, but I got a Cash App. When you win, send me a little money because I'm hooking you up. I spent my $24.99, so you don't have to.
Congratulations! You just made the greatest decision of your natural life by calling 1-900-V for Vegas. It's me, it's Vinny V, double V, baby, with some Vegas victories for all. Thank you for spending the $24.99 to get my stone cold lock of the century, baby. It's a guaranteed. Nobody else in Vegas is putting his money where his mouth is like me, baby. Everybody's talking about it. The 2020 National College Football Championship, baby. Monday, January 13th. 8 o'clock p.m. at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans, Louisiana. You can be like me, baby. Hair slicked back, coming off of a private jet into a penthouse suite with a pair of babes on each arm. Look, I know what the line is on this thing, but it doesn't matter. We're betting straight up, baby, the money line. And if you do not get the winner from me, Vinny V, I will give you back your $24.99, baby. I'll give back $24.99 3 times. $75 back in your bank account if I don't pick the correct winner. Are you ready for it, baby? All right, here we go. We're going to kick it to Vinny V's Vegas Victories, Vegas Vixens, and then let you know who's going to win. Take it away, baby.
Give me a T. Give me an I. Give me a
G-E-R-S, baby! That's right! The Tigers! The mighty Tigers are gonna win the national championship! Put all your money on it! I don't care who you gotta beg from! I don't care who you gotta borrow from! I don't care if you have to friggin' steal it, baby! Put all your money on the Tigers! The Tigers are gonna win it all!
What? He sure is confident.
No, that's it. It disconnected.
Yeah.
Oh my God! I spent. It was like a 15-minute long call. How much was it a minute?
$5.99.
Oh my God!
I don't understand. He picked the Tigers.
No, Anisa, it's Clemson versus LSU.
Okay.
The Clemson Tigers versus the LSU Tigers.
Are you serious?
They're both the Tigers.
I told you.
Oh my God.
That was a good one. That was one of my favorite games, going back a long time. I mean, we had something, the level of a college football national championship, and then both of the teams in the game, I mean, they were both, they had the same mascot. So it was the Tigers versus the Tigers. And, Jay's not the only one that fell for it. I ripped off, I must have ripped off 500, 600 people that week. But for the record, you can't do anything about it. You try to take me to court. Call that guy. What's his name? What's that fucking guy's name?
You talking about Jimmy Johnson? Jimmy James?
Yeah, Jimmy. Fucking that broke ass lawyer. Bring him. I guaranteed the Tigers are gonna win. The LSU Tigers won the game. So I mean, I made a lot of money doing that. I make a lot of money with everything I do. I'm a genius. You've been blessed for over an hour now. You've been blessed by the presence of my voice and my main man, Rae Rae Robinson. But that's all we got for you. So thanks for tuning in, you suckers. We're out of here. We're not coming back. Jay and Anisa are going to be back next Monday night. Same time as always, 4 o'clock Pacific time. You figure out the math if you don't live in Vegas. And until then, sayonara, baby.